Christmas just 3 sleeps away. We are kicking off the show with some festive dilemmas, Linda. Good. Starting with some tech talk. 1 in 4 of us admit to ignoring phone calls from the family on the big days. So, should we chuck all the phones away on the 25th? Nobody gets to touch them.
I don't know about chuck them away. I mean, put them away, but not chuck them away. They cost a blooming fortune, don't they? But no,
all right, Linda, all right.
In my house, there won't be any phones. Well, it's not actually in my house this year, it's Lauren's house. But normally in my house, there's no phones. We take
How's your rules?
Yeah. So we take the phones off them until later that day or whatever. So we have a nice, peaceful family time. But my grandchildren are, like, addicted to the phones now, as I'm sure most kids are. So Lila's 11. She's just got a phone for the first time because she started secondary school. And Betsy's 7. And Betsy's not allowed on her laptop until the weekend or any mobile phones. And she's like, on Monday, is it weekend yet? Is it weekend yet? So no, you've got another 5 days. But honestly, it just sort of takes over your life because I was addicted to the phone myself.
I know.
Now, I'm the only loose woman that doesn't actually bring it on set with me and leaves it in the dressing room.
All right, Linda.
Goody, goody.
All right.
Goody, goody.
But the funny thing is, when we talk about phones now, the last thing we talk about is actually speaking on the phone. You know, whereas, I don't know about you, Judy, but Christmas time used to be really special for getting a phone call. Like if you had relatives in Australia or further away, the phone call was a big deal, wasn't it?
I mean, in my house, especially around the holiday period, like Christmas period, it was, I remember sitting with my mum and it was a whole, like, event that we was going to call my Auntie Blossom back home. And, you know, if she was in Jamaica or she was in America, you know, the time difference. So we were up, everybody's up, we're waiting up till 2 a.m. in the morning, and we're all up, me, my mum, my sister, and we'll wait till 2, 3 a.m. and then she'd call, and it was just like, oh my gosh, we're speaking to my auntie, you know, who's hundreds of thousands of miles away, and it was just all of that excitement that you're up together so late and you want to connect. But, you know, I do think we miss that side of having a phone, and now we just take it for granted. I personally don't want to see too much of the phone on Christmas Day. I probably won't answer the phone too much on Christmas Day. Before, I used to always be answering. When you look, it's 10 o'clock and one of the potatoes or something was bun up. So I'm just going to take my time. I think there's so much, like, importance put on Christmas Day. Like, every day when you get to speak to your loved ones is important. But I've had things where 6 months have passed. I've had an argument with someone. They said, and you didn't even call me on Christmas Day. And you're like, I didn't know that was so important.
But, I mean, I would always have to call my mum on Christmas Day first thing. And, I mean, I would see her 3 hours later.
Oh.
But,
I was going to say, wouldn't you spend it together?
Yeah, but, I mean, the first thing I would do when I get up would be phone my mum and dad to say Merry Christmas.
I mean, we used to do the phone call too, because my mum's brother lives in Australia, so we used to do the phone call that you just talked about. But now it's nice because we can do FaceTime.
Yes.
So they can actually see each other, because they're not likely to meet up again in person. So, you know, because she's not able to fly there and he's not able to fly here. So, but for me, the phone use, I'm not a big person about using my phone for external, like looking at what other people think of me. I never do that. You know, the online
You should,
stuff.
actually. I've checked.
Yeah. I've got you telling me. I don't need to. But I use it as a camera. So I take lots of photos on Christmas Day.
And you're great.
I use it as a camera, and I do all my games on it, and crosswords. So all the stuff that I used to do on paper, I do on my phone every single morning before I even pretty much get out of bed.
She's so perfect, isn't she?
Perfect. I'm still using my phone, but when it sends me a message going, your phone activity is, it's that sort of stuff. It's not me going, oh, what does Mrs. Scroggins in Sunderland think about my outfit today or whatever.
She hates it.
Don't blame her.